So, wow. That was quite a response. So that last like update video I did a couple weeks ago, that as of recording this is at 600 and you can't see this. It's at I'll put it right here. Wow. Now I know that's not like a crazy amount of views in like the grand scheme of like YouTube and the internet and all that, but for like my tiny 200 subscriber channel, like it's pretty good, honestly. I've got videos on there that haven't even reached 100 yet, and they're like over a year old. Mostly the drum videos. So yeah, I posted that, and Corey posted his commercial that video was about, and I got inundated with messages, like message after message from people just like, I want to shoot a commercial. Hey, do you want to shoot my commercial? How much do you charge? Blah, blah. It was overwhelming, to say the least. But one of the first people to message me was my good friend Johnny. He's an amazing singer. He plays piano really well. He's, hold on. Yeah, that guy. And that guy also owns a jewelry store in town. Johnny messaged me about doing a commercial for him for his store. And I was like, yeah, sure, dude, I'd love to. He was very specific. He was like, you know, I want your drone shots that you do, and I also want a lot of macro. So I was like, yeah, man, sure. There's one problem, I don't have a macro lens, so I'm gonna have to buy it. So I did. I went out and bought this little guy here. This is the Canon EFM. Let me see if this will focus. There you go. This is the Canon EFM 28mm. Come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, Canon macro lens basically for the EFM mount. So yeah, I ordered it. It showed up, you know, a week or so later. I practiced for about, I don't know, 4 hours maybe. And then the next day we were shooting. I had zero experience with macro, like photography or videography. So in my 4 hours of practice, I noticed about macro was that it's really hard to get focus because the plane of focus is like razor thin. And if you've watched a lot of my stuff, you know that like a lot of my style involves like the camera moving and like the swishing kind of transitions and stuff like that. So what Johnny and I came up with was he had some like turntables in his shop that would just spin like electronically. We put some like pretty rocks and minerals and what have you on top of the turntable, and then the jewelry pieces on top of that. With the macro lens, it kind of makes like the rocks look like mountains and makes the jewelry look like, you know, hula hoop size, like it's really big. And then that I could speed ramp later and post and make it look like the stuff is swishing around when really the camera's not moving. I'm explaining this too far. I'm going to explain it to death. You'll see what I'm talking about, but that's what we came up with. So I'm going to show you now. And I know last time I used my phone, but I think we're going to try something different this time. All right, bear with me. All right. And so yeah, it was pretty neat, right? Like I thought that came out pretty good. Let me get the framing back here. There you go, that looks close. Yeah, so Johnny, it was a lot of fun doing that. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a 60-second like extended cut. I made him 2 versions. There's that one, and then there's like a shortened down 30-second cut for TV. This is gonna be on TV, isn't that crazy? Like this is my second ever paid gig doing this, and it's gonna be on TV. How cool is that? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in having me shoot something for you, I am taking these on like a very case-by-case basis because I am still a full-time musician for the time being. So I do this in my spare time. So if you're really patient, message me below. I'll leave like my contact information down there, or just comments on this video. I'm particularly interested and like artists of any kind, like a hairdresser, like tattoo artists, like that kind of thing. Something there's like a progression, like a story to unfold. If you own a business and you want me to make it look cool, like much like this one, we could do that. Also, I'm really interested in, I haven't done one yet, but real estate video. I feel like my style would meld well with that. I did just get this Ronin S, you know, conveniently put in the background here. I'm gonna be getting a wide lens hopefully soon. So I feel like I could do really well with real estate video if that's something you're interested in. So again, not gonna say yes to everyone because of the time constraints, but if you're interested, get a hold of me. We'll talk about it. Throw me your ideas. And yeah, until then, we're gonna do the ever so played out, but oh so effective, covering the lens with your hand. Because after all, this is YouTube. So, we'll see you next time. Peace! So what you're witnessing now is how I warm up to a camera. I am terrible at this, and it is terrifying. But basically, I just kind of turn the camera on and just start spewing out garbage until I'm somewhat less terrified. So that's my process. It's a work in progress, but you know, we'll get there. God, I'm bad at this.